Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Friday, September the 13th, 2024. Friday, September the 13th. Last day in Thailand, y'all. I am getting ready to get back on a plane because this is actually Saturday in Thailand. And I'm going to take those 2 days, 28 hours to get back home. But I can't wait. So anyway, let's dive right in to, let's see what happened. They're kind of giving a twist to the storyline, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. Alexis Sonny comes to see Alexis, and of course, she blames him. Of course. It's all his fault. Everything that's happened is because of him. And he's like, you don't think I know that? And my whole thing is, no, doggone it. Christina must take responsibility for her actions. Is it Sonny's fault she stole Alexis's car? Is it Sonny's fault she stole his gun? See, they're just absolving her of all of her actions, and that's what Molly has a problem with, and that's what's wrong, why Christina does what she does, right? Oh, that just drives me crazy. So Sonny tells her, look, you haven't even been arrested yet. And she goes, yeah, but my best friend is so busy defending you, she can't even defend me. Well, chick, you wouldn't need defending had you not felt the need to get rid of the gun. See, had you not felt the need to get rid of the gun, none of this would have happened. She could have even put it in a shoebox at the bottom of a closet. But since they probably would have, no, they would never have suspected Christina. Anyway, I'm done with that. So Sonny told Alexis, look, if and when they arrest you, I'm going to hire you the best legal team. Okay, Nora Gannon, everybody. Nora Gannon. Get her, Sonny. So, guess who shows up? Mac shows up at Alexis's door. And Sonny says, look, I'm going to have to get you. I know you here for me. You know, I got to call my attorney. He goes, I'm not here for you. So Alexis says, well, Christina's not here. And he goes, I'm not here for Christina either. See, I came personally so that this could be as easy on you as possible. But Alexis Davis, you're under arrest for the suspicion of the murder of John Cates. Bingo. So now we have Michael and Christina talking. And Chase, before he came to get Alexis, called Christina. And Christina was with Michael. And so first she goes, no, I'm busy right now. He goes, oh, this is not a request. It's mandatory. So they couldn't get a hold of Diane. Michael comes with Christina. Now, on any other planet, if it wasn't for the fact that Michael and Chase are living in the same house, right? Michael said, I know you don't have a problem with me being here, a brother with his sister. And I'm thinking, yeah, they actually kind of do, but okay. So Chase let him stay. And so the first question he asked Christina, Michael was chiming in. And he goes, you know what, Michael, I'm letting you stay here as a courtesy. But that's only if you're silent. So Michael just looks at him. And he asks Christina, where was she on the night of John Cates' murder? She goes, I was at home with my mother. And so he says, okay, did you stay there all night? And she said, no, I left for about a half hour. And he said, where'd you go? I went to the gravesite to visit my baby Adela. He goes, did anybody else see you there? And so she goes, it was very late at night. It was raining. I didn't see anybody, so I don't know. Probably not. And so he goes, and that's all. Is that it? And she goes, yeah. So he was going to ask her another question. And Michael said, you know what, Chase? Wait a minute. She answered you. And now you're asking another question Now we need a lawyer. So, if you want to continue questioning my sister, contact our lawyer first. So, which is Diane, which is amazing to me. Diane can represent Christina and Sonny. Why can't she represent Alexis too? It's like it's all in the family, right? But you know what? I guess only one person could do so much. In reality, I guess so. But I just thought about that. Wait a minute. Christina would need her own lawyer too. So they leave. And we have, this is what was funny to me. Anna goes to see Brennan. Now remember yesterday, she goes storming out of his office saying, I will find Lucky and bring him home of my own. Okay. Well, she's back there today, in his face, saying, I want to know the whereabouts of Lucky Spencer. See, I'm sorry, since when did the Port Charles PD not have any resources? Oh, but because you want to know why? This is not a crime. Anna is so busy getting ready to run to Africa to try to find Lucky on a private issue where we got the murder of an FBI agent. Huge case looming. She gone, right? You see, your Port Charles wouldn't want to be you. You know. And so Brennan, he looked at her because she gave him some little stupid threat. And he goes, you know, Anna, you are borderline abusing your duties. Because I could tell you, this is not a sanctioned case for the PCPD. Just like you know, this is not a case for the WSB, period. This is a personal matter. So he says, now, if I do this for you, you're pretty much going to owe me. So he gives her the information and he told her, he goes, you know what? You better be careful. Because I'm not supposed to be using the Bureau's resources for things like this. So don't you get caught and don't you let it be known that, because she goes, you could send some help with me. He goes, no, I cannot send any agents with you. You know that. This is not official business. So, yeah, but you could do it on your own, Anna. Why would you need Brennan to send some men with you, huh? So then Brennan shows up to GH because Carly, he was talking to Carly before Anna barged in. And he hung up on Carly. So he gave Anna the information. Then he went to GH and he gave the information to Carly and Jason. But before he got there, Carly and Jason were talking to Isaiah. And Jason was just trying to get an edge. Can you tell me any way, you know, what could help me? What could give me the tactical advantage? And he goes, Sidwell is covered with guards 24/7. The only advantage would be his girlfriend. He will do anything for her. He is so smitten with her. So she goes, his girlfriend? And he goes, yeah, she's beautiful. You know, he just is just over the moon with her. And he goes, do you have a name on this girlfriend? And he says, the only thing he ever calls her is English, which is interesting. And Carly looked at him like, English? Isn't that just what Luke used to call Holly? English? Uh-huh. Although they would really have to tie that in, but okay. So now I see how they're heading it up, right? So then that's when Carly and Jason talk to Brennan and he gives him the information and Carly says, Jason, be careful. I know this is a big ass and you are going in all by yourself, all alone. I would feel horrible if something happened to you. Would you, Carly? Would you? Your best friend that you would ask again in a heartbeat to run to danger for you. Yeah, you would. So Brennan says, well, not exactly. And they both look at him, right? Now Anna is getting some malaria medication. Let's hope Jason dosed up for Africa. And Felicia says, oh, I'm going to go with you. And she goes, no, Felicia, you can't go on this mission. She goes, I'm good in the field, Anna. She goes, no, yes, you are good. But I'm trying to get lucky. There could be some danger. Well, then you're going to need my help. She goes, no, I'm going to hopefully hook up with Kevin and Laura. So too many people would be too suspicious. On top of the fact, Felicia, if you came, Mac wouldn't be far behind you. So no, and Felicia understood. So anyway, Anna gets on the plane. She's sitting down, buckling up. And they shut the doors. You hear over the overhead that, we're shutting the doors, getting ready for takeoff. So Anna buckles up her seatbelt. And all of a sudden you hear, excuse me, you're in my seat. And it's Jason. And she looks up and I said, wait a minute. See, guess who they're putting together? Way too much. Anna and Jason. I'm not liking it. I don't like Anna and Jason. I like Carly and Jason. That's who I like for Jason. I like Carly and Jason. So anyway, one thing I forgot is when Michael's grilling Christina, he goes, Christina, can you think of anyone? She goes, are you mad that I left the house? He goes, no, it's a good thing you said that, because at some point, somebody might have seen you that we can't account for. And that would be an automatic lie if you never said you left the house. So as they're talking, I'm thinking, she should be calling her mother and letting her mother know. I was taken down to GCPD and I told them I left the house for a half hour, right? Because she knows her mama didn't shoot Kate. She knows her mother is a suspect. But no, she and Michael just still talk. Let's see if Alexis says Christina left the house for a half hour. So Michael says, okay, does anyone else know that you were missing for a while, that you did not stay home? She says, well, I mean, mom called you. He goes, yeah, I know. They called me looking for you. Anyone else? Because she's trying to say, Chase knew I left home. How did he know? Which was interesting. How did he know I left home? Michael said somebody either saw you or knew you left home. So she says, Molly. They called Molly looking for me. Molly would tell Chase. And Michael said, you think she would do that to you? She goes, Molly hates me right now. Absolutely, she would do it to me. And let's not forget this, everybody. Not that Molly hates you right now. Molly's trying to save her mother. See, don't blame Molly. Molly knows this has Christina written all over it, right? And so Michael says, okay, so then it's definitely good you told the truth. He says, now, did anybody see you? Christina, is that gravesite the only place you went? I did make one other stop. Really? First I'm hearing about it. I know it's first y'all are hearing about it. She goes, I pulled up in the driveway of the Quartermain estate. But then I thought about what I was going to do and I changed my mind. I don't know, everybody. Do we think she changed her mind? Now we know she didn't shoot Kate, but do we think she changed her mind? Now, from what I gather, I know she doesn't know Sonny shot Kate. I know she doesn't know because she keeps asking Michael, do you know who did it? Right? But I'm like, now she's there. Jocelyn and Trina live above the garage. Hopefully the Quartermain estates, the garages are, you got to drive on to the estates and back to the garages. The garage, right? But for sure the Quartermain estate has cameras. Michael better go and look to see if he sees his sister's car there. Oh my goodness. I mean, not his sister, Alexis's car. Oh. That could look even worse. They would see Alexis's car. And depending on how close she got to the house, they may not be able to make the, oh my goodness. Boy, she's really jacking up her mother. But they would sure know the license plate. Oh my, I don't even want to think about that. I just thought about how they could go with that. Man. So anyway, one minor thing, Mac and Felicia were talking when they were still at the Quartermain. She's all kissy because he's so happy. I got a son, I got a son, I got a son. And she's encouraging it, of course. And he says, but Tracy was all over. Tracy was so mean and blah, blah, blah. I got to get Cody away from Tracy. I got to get him another place to live. Slow your roll, Papa. Slow your roll. He's a grown man. You don't go tell him where he can live and tell him where he can't live. I mean, see, this is why adults don't want parents butting in their business, right? So Tracy was saying that, Felicia was saying that Tracy did what she did because she's lost a lot. And, you know, with losing Gregory, Finn is gone. She goes, she and Cody are friends. She goes, she likes Cody. And Mac is like, wait, what? Do you feel Tracy is interested in my son? She goes, no, not like that, Mac. Cody's her only friend right now. And now he's got a family. She goes, he came down. She goes, Tracy didn't come down to the stables for breakfast. Tracy came down to the stables to talk to Cody. And she found all of us. And now Cody has a girlfriend doting all on him. She's feeling squeezed out. And she says, look, that's why she was way harder on Sasha than she ever was Cody. So then that's when Max said, I had to find him a new place to live. Blah, 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 whatever. So Tracy comes in. Lois is talking to Brooklyn. And Brooklyn is saying, you know, she's thinking about having a baby. Blah, blah, blah. And Tracy's like, people are just lying around here. And she's so sick of babies crying throughout the night. People lying. And she goes, Granny, who's lying? Is it Ned? Is it, I mean, they're naming alphabet. And she goes, no, little Violet is lying. She goes, wait a minute, Violet. She goes, she says you and Chase are going to have a baby. And Brooklyn looks, because she and Lois have just been talking about it, right? And she goes, she's not lying, Grant. Are you pregnant? She goes, no, but we're thinking about it. Oh, Tracy was going to try to forbid it. You can't do it. You this, that, and the other. You're too young. And she goes, Granny, I'm not that young. You know, and I don't have a whole lot of time. And so she goes, but what's going to happen to deception? She goes, deception will be fine. Plenty of women. And Lois is like, this is the 21st century. Women work and have a family. And Lois's Brooklyn accent came out because she got mad at Tracy. Because she goes, you don't have no right to determine and decide when Brooklyn and Chase are going to have a baby. That is not up to you at all. So Chase walks in and he hears him. He goes, Brooklyn, are you pregnant? And so Lois says, come on, Tracy, let's give this some time to talk. So she takes her and Tracy go in another room and Brooklyn talks to Chase and she goes, no, I'm not. But I'm thinking about it. And we haven't talked. And, you know, and Chase, he cut to the chase, right? He told her, he goes, he wants a baby. He just didn't know how to bring it up. He didn't know how to say it. He didn't know if it was too soon for her. And she's thinking the same for him. So now they're both on the same page. They want to have a family. He goes, Finn gets out in a month. And I thought, well, this is the first we've heard of Finn. Finn gets out in a month. And I know he's going to come take Violet. So Violet won't be an issue for us. And so he goes, I want to. So, they start making out on the couch, but they ain't going to start right there on the couch. But anyway, Lois and Tracy are talking. And Lois tells her, Tracy, you want to know what I was so worried about? Is everybody knows how you feel about me. And definitely how you felt about me back then. She says, my biggest worry was that you were going to treat my Brookie badly because I'm her mother. She goes, and I need to apologize for that because you and Brooklyn have a special bond. Everyone could clearly see how much you adore Brooklyn. And Tracy's just looking at her. She says, you think you've lost so much, and now you think with Brooklyn, if she and Chase have a family, she's going to be taken away from you. She goes, Tracy, she's not going to be taken away from you. Matter of fact, once she has a baby, you guys are going to be much closer. She says, don't worry about that. And so Tracy just looks at her. Tracy goes, I don't do diapers. And Lois said, I do. So, that was a cute scene. But that was it. That was it, everybody. I will be back on Monday, back at home with my pictures and everything for the next GH Daily Recaps.